morning, everyone. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. Thank you. Oh, my name is Noah. Yeah, and I'm now working at Remoted in the division of smart home and home automation division. I have worked in the same field of smart living over 10 years. I have seen the rapid growth of smart living and even increasing market demand of smart living. Today, I would like to share about the radar technology and the application of radar in smart living. This presentation will be divided into two topics. The first topic, which is the indoor fall detection and health monitoring through radar technology. And the second topic is gesture control by using wave radar technology. Now, let's start my first topic. Well, I would like to give you some background information about today's smart living for the elderly. You can see a lot of sensors using here. Today, to support aging in place, the overall activity and health monitoring system with assistive technology has been used in smart living of elderly, such like the smoke sensor, temperature and humidity sensor, or blood pressure device. All these devices are very commonly used nowadays. And you can see that the key concern of smart living products is that the products offers privacy protection. You can see there is no camera is used in the smart living of elderly. In addition to this solution, actually, we found that there is still another problem that we should pay more attention into and find the appropriate solution to solve it. Let's take a look at this research. This research so that actually this is a questionnaire survey of 554 people conducted by the Hong Kong Housing Society and Poly University. For people over 60 years old in Hong Kong, there is 47% of elderly people fall indoors. Falling can be a serious health risk. Elderly falls and running relate to dementia. 1 in 4 older adults falls each year, but less than half told their doctor or family. A fall will double your chance of falling again. So that's why this is very important. We should have an appropriate solution to monitoring and always effectively monitoring the indoor fall. In order to monitoring the indoor falls, I think that radar is one of the good solutions to accurately monitoring the fall inside the elderly home. Well, radar provide a very good advantage with its privacy protection because no camera is used. It can collect different data anytime for further analysis the activity levels of elderly. We can use radar to connect the data like the falls, near falls, the mobility of the elderly inside the house, the sleep patterns, or even the activity levels of the elderly. Well, actually, we can further use this data to analyze the activities of the elderly. For example, How many times does the elderly go to the toilet every night? To give you an example, let's take a look at this architecture. We use radar in this reference case. Well, actually, the radar is integrated in with the nurse call system and other IoT device. For example, in this case, 1-4 is triggered and emergency alert will send to the management team, or even this will trigger another scenes mode, and all the collected data is stored in the cloud for your further analysis. For some behavioral change of the elderly, we can perform the predictive modeling, some AI, to predict any abnormal situation of the elderly. There are also some papers show that radar sensing is an other alternative to cameras and other variable sensors. Because of its advantage of privacy protection and also avoid the risk of not wearing or wearing some IoT device incorrectly. There is another paper show that well, radar is good for some collect behavioral data for modeling and predictive analysis. With the advantage of the privacy protection accuracy of the radar actually needs in smart living of the elderly. And other reason we should consider to use radar to connect data, which is we need to make provision for the double aging problem. And what is the double aging problem? Well, in Hong Kong, there is a phenomenon of aging population and aging buildings. It is called double aging. For aging population, today there is 1.3 million of age over 65 years old. You can see from the chart. Refer to Hong Kong government projection. By 2045, the proportion of the population over 65 years old will reach 32%. This will go to 2.5 million in Hong Kong at 2045. For aging buildings, according to Buildings Branch, today over 85% of the buildings over 50 years old in Hong Kong. And at the same time, Hong Kong has 30,000 buildings over 50 years old and need to facelift. Therefore, the Hong Kong government, our government actually has taken a lot of action to respond to the needs of our society and the needs from the elderly or the people with special needs. You can see those apartments here actually adopt different assistive technologies to collect different data to provide the quality life, nursing purpose, or further caring to the elderly. Well, this research actually did 10 years ago. Well, we believe the number of floors has been increased nowadays. We think that it is necessary to do the surveys again. Perhaps we can use a radar solution or some appropriate IoT solution this time. Well, for the aging population problems and the buildings cannot be renovated in the short term, or I think that it is possible and may consider to use radar to collect the value data for further studying. Before moving on to the next topic, I also want to show you another project reference. In this project, we use Radar to count the number of visitors, which work with the BMS system. The BMS system will automatically adjust the air conditioning based on the radar data. And our goal is to achieve the energy saving. Now I would like to talk about my second topic, gesture control for digital signage by using mmWave radar technology. We found that there is some ways to enhance the use of smart city furnitures, such furnitures like the digital signage, self-service kiosks, information centers, places in bus stop, empty out station, or even shopping malls. We have observed from many situations, people are unwilling to see their face on the screen. We think that through mmWave radar technology, we can enhance the interaction between people and the kiosk or digital signage. Because this is no camera is uses, it provides with privacy and hygiene consideration. As you can imagine, your gesture will one day be HID for interaction with those digital signage or kiosks. Although there is a lot of challenge we are now need to overcome, but we think that after we overcome the technology issues, this solution actually will bring a very good potential market in different business segments. So this is the end of my presentation. Really appreciate to have this opportunity to share the topic with you. Thank you.